Examine book. The book is opened at the page of the receipt. Dame Sucade is currently preparing. How do you know it's Dame Sucade? Roast Danish with forced bread stuffing. This elderly woman wears a simple dress with faint stains on its bodice, sleeves, and front. Two bright eyes peer out of a wrinkled, smiling face, and the silvery hair is escaping from its old-fashioned cap. She seems to be preparing something with a bowl and a knife in her lap. Let's talk to her. The elderly woman wipes her hands in the apron, then turns to you, hand on her hip. You nod in greeting to the woman. The woman returns your tentative nod with a generous grin and an inclination of her head. Nice to see a new face here in the pantry. What's your name, dear lady? I am Dame Sucade. Dame Sucade's cookbook, you know. She offers, glancing at your face and closing as if to take inventory. And you must be a traveling scholar, mustn't you? You look hungry. Are you hungry, child? Her motherly tones and expression takes any offense out of the title, and certainly she could almost be old enough to be anyone's mother or grandmother. You can say yes or no. Yeah, you say. We scholars are always hungry, as you have guessed, you say deprecatingly. I've been looking around, and there is certainly a lot to see in the Lorehold. One does work up an appetite quickly here. She smiles at you. There's plenty to eat, too. You know, you can always sneak into the kitchen and ask Hubert. He's the master chef here. For a little dainty if you catch him in the right mood. Not too busy, isn't he always? Her hands are busy with the bowl and knife as she talks. What are you doing here? Generally speaking, you could call me a collector if you want. The Dame Sucade says. I am collecting receipts. Everything that finds its way on the plates of the people in Santharia and is enjoyed by many, I put into my cookbook so that others can enjoy it as well. From the hot strata up to the pearl of the north, the town of the near Mercies, I have the specialities already at hand in my book. Dame Sucade smiles heartily. But if you want to know what I'm doing right now, then I have to say that I'm preparing some food for the scholars, students and visitors like you. She blinks at you. What precisely are you preparing right now, if I can ask, you say, watching her work. Oh, I'm making some Danish stuffing. Fruit force bread, you know. Hubert wants to show off because I'm visiting, aren't I? And the hold is busy today, so here I am helping out with my own receipts. Funny, isn't it? Well, I smelled something rather marvelous out there. Rather like Danish roasting, but so savory. You pause for further description and she cuts in, her face beaming. That would be my roast Danish with fruit force bread. It's one of the most popular receipts in my cookbook. You know, if you like to know how to make it, just ask for the receipt. Everyone loves it. I'm sure you would too, wouldn't you? Ah, dear, I've got to finish peeling these, or we won't have enough for a fourth batch at the force bread. You smile as Dame Sucade's energetic behavior is quite entertaining to observe. You continue to observe Dame Sucade's cooking. You notice that this grandmotherly woman has a funny, almost childish quirk to her speech. She seems so certain of herself, And yet there is an endearing fragility to the way she seems to seek confirmation by adding her favorite expressions to every sentence or two. You resolve to look up her cookbook in the Lorehold library as soon as possible and read through some of its receipts. Okay, I will write this down. Well, how about revealing the secrets of this receipt to me, you suggest? Oh, just have a look here. Dame Societe points to a copy of your cookery book that lies open at the table in front of her. But don't take the book with you, I still need it here. If you're looking for other receipts, I might find another copy nearby. So is it cookbook or cookbook? I don't even... Tell me about your cookbook, Dame Society, you said. We've collected quite a bit of receipts so far. The second edition will contain even many more, Dame Society proudly explains, and I'm happy that so many wives all over Santharia make good use of that book, providing a decent meal for their husbands and little ones. Racist. No wait, sexist, that's what it is. If you're looking for something in particular, I'm sure you will find it in here. Appetizers, soups, stews, pottage, game, fish, poultry, savories, vegetables, sweets, supple teas, and even drinks and beverages. Beverages or beverages? We have it all. Oh, yes, you do. Huh? You seem busy like many of the people around here. I'd better let you keep on working. It was nice to meet you. She giggles almost girlishly. But of course, you as well, wasn't it? I do have a lot to do, so I'd better keep on, or Hubert will scold me, the dear man. He does care about his cooking. Do try some of the Danish. The third batch should be ready about now, shouldn't it? She goes back to her work, hands flying expertly over the fruit in her lap as you turn away. Hmm. Um. What if we talk to Hubert again? Nothing new here. Okay, let's go north. Cheese storage room. Cool. I will just write it down. If it weren't for the huge loaves, you can see here the smell alone would have convinced you what people store in this room. Cheeses, and a lot of them. You see the following items. A chunk of cheese lies on the table. When you look at the huge assortment of yellow delicacies, the words of Master Doffron Barrelbunk Hobbitla from the Ellenveranshire ring in your ear when he presented his collection to Lorehaven public a few days ago. Cheese, glorious and toothsome cheese! Its creation is an ancient art, hedged about with ritual and superstition, but also with care and precision, and the result is one of the most flavorful foodstuffs to ever cross the face of Kellereth. Hail to cheese!